G'day guys, welcome back. I scraped that other primary colour pour. It was just black. Right, I'm using red, blue and yellow. I have changed up the red. Instead of the crimson, which I used last time, I'm using brilliant red. I've kind of gone one shade lighter with all of them. And instead of the phthalo blue, I've gone to deep cyan blue, a little bit brighter again. The yellow is the same. It's the medium yellow. They're all the Montmartre Studio acrylics. And yes, taken out the black. So the pouring medium is 60% glue. This is Elmer's Glue Wall, 40% water. Give it a good shake. I make it up in a big 4-litre bottle and then I decant it into my litre bottles as I need it. Now I've got 60 grams of pouring medium and 60 grams of paint. That's 2 ounces of pouring medium and 2 ounces of paint. So that's 4 ounces, which means I do 4 drops of spot on silicone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the white as well. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of oil for a little canvas. This is just a 25 by 30 centimeter canvas, just so I can do quick little pours and, you know, just experiments and things like that. So if they don't work, then I haven't wasted too much paint. But I still use about 500 grams of mixed paint for this size. Hopefully this one will be better. I've kept it a little bit thicker too. The white and the yellow, I actually had to add an extra 10 grams of paint because they were thinner than the blue and the red. So I had to add more. So each colour, even though it's the same brand, each colour may still be a little bit different. Rightio, gloves. I'm trying to reuse my gloves as much as possible, but sometimes they're just so dirty, especially with that black pour I did. Now I don't want the white next to the yellow because they're both pale and I don't think you'd really see very much in the way of a white ring around the yellow. So I'm going to separate them. All right, here we go. And hopefully keeping the paints just a touch thicker this time. I may not get too much muddiness, although the black, that was certainly a culprit of making the muddiness. I think I'll probably only get 3 layers because the mix is a little bit thicker and I'm putting a good amount on. So we'll see. Pretty much covering the whole previous layer, aren't I? So I think 3 layers is probably all we're going to do. I do want to stop and take a photo of the cup though, because it looks so pretty. And I don't know why I'm standing on this side of the table, because the lights are behind me. No, I've still got enough, a little bit left actually. Have I got enough? Yeah, let's try for one more. Might not have enough of the blue. I do have more of the yellow and the white because, you know, I had to add an extra big blob of paint, so there's a little bit of extra in those too. Actually, the way the yellow took over on that last painting, I don't know that I want to use all the yellow. Maybe it was just because it had the black in there that I didn't like it. Could be. All right, let's finish off the red. Oh, there's not much here. I probably should have just used the one. You scraped it all out on that previous one, hey? Okay, that's it done. And finish off with some white. There's a little bit of yellow left in the cup, but I'm not going to use that again. Plenty here. I did have extra yellow anyway, so it can just stay in the cup. So not much in there, just a scraping really. me just clean my hands. And I want to stop and take a photo of this cup. Gee, grotty, 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 grotty. But I've always got a damp cloth here so that I can wipe my hands and then reuse my gloves, you know, as much as possible. And I've got my scrubs on, so I just dry them off on my scrubs. Buy these scrubs on eBay. No, I don't take them from work. Okay, I've stopped and took a photo and I'm back. So let's flip it over. So then I can use that photo for my thumbnail on the video because it looks so pretty. I think I'm just going to do a big flip in the middle this time and not drag it. It's got a little bit of yellow left here, as I said, so let's just pop a little bit on that on the corners just to help the paint flow. Please work this time. I hate it when you go to all the trouble of doing it, mixing up paint and prepping your canvas, and then it doesn't work. Two reasons I don't think that one with the black worked. I thinned my paint a little bit more. Wasn't getting a very big mound on a mound because I wanted bigger cells, but in the end I torched early, which gave me bigger cells. And then, you know, the black, because the black was a bit thin too. Everything was a bit thin, so they all kind of blended and mixed and went a bit muddy. So, yeah, this one's a little bit thicker and not so much, well, no black. I might just, instead of flipping it, I might see if I can just sort of do a little bit of a wavy thing, just so I can sort of blend the colours a little bit more. Oh, look, my cup dripped from the top into that. Oh, no. And that was so pretty too. No, I'm going to have to tip that off. Right, I'm going to torch early because I want big cells. I like big cells and I cannot lie. Let's blow torch it. Colours are much better this time. Hopefully we get some pretty cells in here. And because I'm going to stretch them a lot, I'll try not to torch too much. I'm not getting close. I'm not getting close enough that I can actually pop bubbles, so that's telling you how far away I am. Oops. Such a shame about that blob. Oops. See, I'm getting a few more caterpillars this time. Now that's because my mix is thicker. And because it's thicker, I tend to have to get a little bit closer with the torch to get the heat to come up. Alright, let's leave it at that. And we'll start tilting. Now there's a bit of a wormy thing there. He'll have to go. The cells are looking much nicer, but see how small they are at the moment? That's because my mix is that just a little touch thicker, like an extra spoon of paint going in, heaped teaspoon of paint going in, makes them a little bit thicker. Oops, sorry, I shook the camera. Oh, I was just thought I'll do that to get bubbles out. Now I've got plenty of paint, so I'll just go over there. And I've got that blob off. Now the weight of the paint's up this end, so we'll just take it down there. I will still walk it though, because I do like to walk it and get that corner off. Now before I tilt any further, I'm going to torch a little bit more into that area there, now that I've opened up some of the area. I can torch just a little bit more. Get a few more little cells in, and then as I tilt and go to the opposite side, they will stretch. Oh goodness, that's a lot. Okay, look at all that red in the middle there. So back and forth, stretch your cells out over the edge. Now these little caterpillars here, I should be able to just get those off, shouldn't I? But let's just walk the paint down to the corner, and as I walk it, they will go. There they go. They've gone. All right, let's bring everything back to the middle. And I'm going to get that corner off because I don't like that corner there. All right, so we have a red and a blue painting. The yellow. Last time I was complaining that I had too much yellow, and now I haven't got enough yellow. Maybe a tinge overstretched a little bit. Look at those gorgeous cells there. Not loving it, only because I've got all these caterpillars in the middle, where I obviously got a little bit too close. Loving those though. My gosh, those are really pretty. Look at that beautiful blended blue background. A blue background. A little bit of green happening here from the yellow and the blue. Actually, look at those green cells. They're like a turquoise. Lots to look at. But yeah, I'm going to scrape it, only because this middle bit here is way too red and way too caterpillar-ish. Caterpillar-ish? It's got too many caterpillars in it. Now, do I pause it and remix paint and go again? Let me see what I'm up to so far with my time. I'll take you down anyway and show you. Yeah, just a little bit too much red. What about if I made my layers a little bit smaller, thinner? That might be better, but it's certainly a huge improvement on the first one, isn't it? Look at those cells. Really held their shape nicely because the mix was a bit thicker. Oh, look, there's a face. Hi. Don't you love it when you get a little face looking at you? Hello. It looks a bit glary. It's not quite that bright. So yeah, these caterpillars are a little bit troublesome. But let's go again. Third time lucky, hey, because I'm getting some really, really pretty cells in there. Look at those. My goodness. So yeah, really pretty on some parts. It's just that middle section there that is bothering me. Way too much red and too many caterpillars. So let's go again. And obviously my yellow was still a little bit too thin because it's all disappeared. So maybe I need to mix that a little bit thicker and get it to the same. I was just about to scrape this guy, and then I thought, I picked it up and I was about, holding it on an angle to scrape it. And I thought, oh, I wonder what happens if I could just tilt off those red caterpillars that I had on the side there, and I had that other shade there. I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, I did it. I just tilted it off. I didn't video it because I thought, oh, well, if I ruin it, it doesn't matter because I'm going to scrape it anyway. But it's helped. It sure has helped. So I'm going to keep it. It's a keeper. And I'll be back with another one. Same colours. Third try. See if I can get a little bit more yellow to show up. Because I really love these. But yeah, lost the yellow. Alright. See you real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.